G'day, my name's Ben and today I'm going to show you how to fix the odometer in your VN Commodore instrument cluster. It was a common fault in a lot of these cars that the little cogs inside it, the teeth would wear away and then it'll just stop ticking over. Now you can buy the two cogs you need from various places on eBay and other websites. I'll put a link down the bottom and in the description of where I got the two cogs I got for mine. And also don't forget to view the other couple video clips I got up on how to remove the steering wheel, which is also links down the bottom there as well, and also how to remove the dash cluster as well. So you can get to this stage here. Alrighty. The first step to fixing your odometer is you need to get the cluster and flip it on its front side so you get to see the back of it. Now don't forget to be very careful with this because you don't want to break any of this. Now the first step you need to do is you need to remove 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you remove those 4 screws there, you just need to unclip it from these two here and then the whole back bar will pop off. Once you've undone those 4 screws, just unclip these two things here and gently pull that off. Now you might find once you pull that off, you might accidentally take the set button off too, where you do need to actually tap that off. Just be very gentle and don't lose it and then put it off to one side. This is also a good chance to actually clean your cluster here because these get absolutely filthy and it's just it's amazing how much dirt gets it in there under 22 years. Now once you've removed the glass, you need to gently just get your fingernail or a flathead screwdriver, just peel being very careful not to touch the fascia because you don't want to get it contaminated and dirty because you probably will not be able to clean it. And just lift it forward a fraction and then slide these little retaining slips out. Just like that. And don't lose these, just put them off to one side because you don't want to lose them. Once you've slid the 2 strips out, just flip it over the back here and gently unpry this little connection here. A bit of a tricky one to get to, but just gently pry that off. You might need a flathead just to stick in there to unwedge it. Once you've gently pried that part there off, you need to remove these 4 screws here. Once you've removed those 4 screws there, the whole middle section here should pop out. Once you've removed those 4 screws there, you'll find the front fascia speedo cluster will just fall right into your hands. This is where you really need to be careful because you don't want to ruin this part here. So, just flip it back on its front like that for the moment. Once you've got the speedo part of the cluster out, you now need to pry and get the little arm up. Now you've got to be careful in doing this because obviously you don't want to ruin anything and there's no real easy way of getting it off unfortunately, so you're sort of on your own for this part. You've got to gently pry that off, being very careful not to damage the fascia. Once you've popped the little speedo arm off, you then need to undo these 2 screws here. Once you've undone those 2s, that part of the cluster will just pop straight off. You may need a driller's set to get these screws undone. Once you've got your driller's set and you've removed those 2 screws, if you're holding your hand like that, all you do is you'll feel the back of it fall out like that, and you'll have that part there. So just place that over there gently so you don't lose the 2 screws. And this is where you need to flip it onto its side and hold it like that. Once you've got the motor out, or the assembly out like this, you need to remove these 2 screws on the side, on the right hand side of it, and that releases the motor so you can get to those cogs that are the pesky ones that break because of the teeth. Just always don't ever forget, just be real careful in doing this because you don't want to break and have to replace it. So once you've done that, just sort of gently slide it off like that. Real careful, and you'll be able to see a few cogs in here, and I can already see one of the cogs has got broken teeth, so that's a relief for me because it means I know it must be something to do with the cogs. once you've got that off, like I was saying before, you can yes to the cogs. So you just got to be real gentle and remove that whole section there without moving too much stuff around. It's gonna sort of a bit of a little pain in the backside because they are such small bits, but keep in mind this is a very delicate thing. Once you've got that out, just be careful you don't lose them, and then just place it down there like that. Now it suggests you really need two hands, or you need someone else here to hold this for you when you're doing it, just so you don't potentially lose anything. Now, I brought a kit off eBay from a company which is located down the bottom of this video clip. On the bottom of this video clip around here somewhere, I'll send you a link to the page, that has all the clips, that has all the things you'll need for it. So all we got to do is simply get the things out and replace the clips of the little cogs. Now I've noticed, there's two cogs that generally break. I brought both of them because you never know if one's broken or both of them, so I just thought it'd be safer to buy both of them instead of just buying the one. But by the looks of it, the one on the back that I have is actually fine and not broken, so I'm not going to touch it because, like I've always been told, if it doesn't need fixing, don't fix it. So I'm just going to flip it over and just replace this cog that's broken. Just place it over there and put the new cog on. You should do this all with one hand. Now once you've done that, place the thing back in here, being very careful you don't break anything. And then once you put that in there, you've replaced the cogs. It's just a simple matter of now reconnecting it all back up and putting all the screws back in places, and just remembering to be very careful on every step you do, just so you don't break anything, I guess you could say. And then after we've done that, it'll be time to take the car for a test drive to see if they start clicking over again. G'day.